Good day, everyone. Welcome to Quality Service Management in Tourism. So, this is our lesson 13, and the lesson and our topic is about the service quality. Okay, so guys, please uh, have with you your module while watching this video lecture. For your module will serve as your guide through the duration of this video lecture. Okay, so our topic is about service quality. Okay, so today I'm going to discuss the service quality and its importance in a business and the dimensions of service quality and the ServQual model. Okay, so let's start. So, what is a service quality? So, service quality is generally viewed as the output of the service delivery system, especially in the case of pure service systems. Moreover, service quality is linked to consumer satisfaction. Although there is no consensus in the research community about the direction of causality relating quality and satisfaction, the common assumption is that service quality leads to satisfied customers. For example, customers leaving a restaurant or hotel are asked if they were satisfied with the service they received. What if they answered no? Okay, so if they answered no, you can assume that the service provided for that certain customer was very poor. Okay, so service quality. So that quality itself, um, you can say that it is the promise, right? It is the promise of the service providers to their customers. And in point of view of the customers, that quality is the expectations of the customers in your services. Okay, so kung hindi na-meet yung expectations ng customers dun sa quality ng service ninyo, ibig sabihin, hindi nyo na-meet yung promises ninyo na dekalidad na serbisyo for your customers. And merong mga times din that the direct service providers such as waitresses, there were times na kahit na binigay nila lahat, yung pinaka-best service efforts nila, nagkikriticize pa rin ng guests. Why? Sometimes, it's because the customer's perceptions of the service are already clouded by being in a bad mood or having a disagreement with someone just before arriving at the restaurant. And that is service quality. So it is actually linked to consumer or customer satisfaction. 5 dimensions of service quality. Excuse me. Okay, so there are 5 dimensions of service quality. And these 5 dimensions of service quality refers to the ServQual model of 5 key service dimensions, such as reliability, assurance, tangibles, empathy, and responsiveness. Okay, ServQual model or 5 dimensions of service quality is also known as the service quality model. The ServQual model is a multidimensional research process intended to what? To measure the gap scores between expected and perceptions of service quality of the customers based on 5 dimensions. And this model was produced and implemented by the 3 American marketing scholars. Si Parsu Parasuraman, Valerie A. Zitham, and Leonard L. Berry. Therefore, the 5 dimensions of the service quality model are also known as the ServQual model or Rater model, introduced between 1983 and 1988. Now, what is a ServQual model? So, it refers to the 5 dimensions of the service quality, as I've said a while ago, that measure the customer's expectations. So, what is the purpose of ServQual quality? To measure the customer's expectations. Okay. So, the ServQual model classifies the elements or components of service quality known as 5 critical dimensions of service quality. Although, yung mga model developers nito, initially, they proposed 10 dimensions yung initial proposal nila of service quality. And then, later on, maraming mga experts ang nag-finalize nito hanggang naging 5 na lang yung dimensions na yon ng service quality. And they are reliability, assurance, tangibles, empathy, and responsiveness. The marketing students formed an acronym Rater from the first capital letter of every dimension or component. R for reliability, A for assurance, T for tangibles, E for empathy, and R for responsiveness. However, this model recommends the most common causes of service quality problems after measuring the gaps. However, initially, the introducers of the ServQual model proposed 10 dimensions of service quality. And what are those? Reliability, responsiveness, competence, access, courtesy, communication, credibility, security, knowing the customer, also tangibles. Okay, so those are the 10 initial proposal for service quality. But then, later on, binawasan nila yon, finalize nila yon hanggang sa naging 5 na lang. Okay, now let's break down and explain each of the 5 dimensions of service, of quality service. Okay. First, reliability. Okay, so reliability is an essential dimension of the serve qual model that confirms the capacity to provide services exactly, on time, and credibly. Consistency is a critical factor for providing assistance or product to the customers on time with error free conditions. You have to respect the commitment to give your service on time, accurately as you promised to them. Okay, so for example, the organization is sending mail to the customers every day on time. Okay, so yung pagsisend nila ng mail na yon dun sa mga customers nila, walang paltos yon. Everyday iyon and on time. Okay, so in that way, your organization can be uh, what do you call that? Can become reliable. So this dimension is shown to have the highest influence on the customer perception of quality. It is the ability to perform the promised service dependably and accurately. Another example, Sahara Airlines, an upcoming domestic air carrier within India, has been striving to protect itself as a reliable airline. So, it hopes to differentiate itself from other airlines, Indian Airlines. Now, to protect this reliability, Sahara Airways has a scheme of full refund. So, magpapa-full refund sila plus a coupon of 3,000 ringgits para sa to every passenger na na-delay yung kanilang flights by more than 59 minutes. So, meaning, pag na-delay yung flight ng isang passenger, more than 15 minutes delayed yung flight niya, is makakatanggap siya ng refund, full refund, plus a coupon of 3,000 ringgits. So, when service delivery fails the first time, a service provider may get a second chance, tama? To provide the same service in the phase called recovery. And once na nagkaroon ka, what do you call that? Nagkaroon ka na ng second chance. Okay, so, ayan. So, yung second chance na yan, yung mga customer, they usually expect higher quality service during the recovery phase than before because of the initial failure. So, kung nagkamali ka na nung first na service ninyo, is pag binigyan ka ng isang pagkakataon, so yun yung tinatawag nilang recovery phase para mag-service ulit sa kanila. So, alam mo naman na, 'di ba, na kung ano yung mali na nagawa dun sa service or kung ano yung error or mistakes na nangyari during the service. So, alam mo na kung ano yung itatama, tama? So, the service provider is likely to come what do you call that? Under greater scrutiny because The expectations of the customer, as I've said, are usually higher during the recovery phase. But you already know kung saan kayo nagkamali, kung saan kayo pumalya. So, alam niyo na kung ano yung aayusin ninyo. Dapat, sana ganun. Okay. And of course, the reliability dimension, which ensures timely delivery time after time, helps the service provider to meet the customer expectations fully at the lowest level of service expectation. Okay, so in reliability dimension, it simply says that you have to uh, meet your promises to your customers. Pag sinabi mong your food order will be ready after 25 minutes, that food order should be ready after 25 minutes. And na-deliver mo na siya after 25 minutes. So, that's reliability. Okay. Second one is responsiveness. Okay. So, responsiveness, it refers to the eagerness to assist customers with respect and provide quick service to satisfy. So, this dimension focuses on two essential factors, including willingness and promptness. So, you have to ensure that the customer is getting their service within a short time without delay and make the customers feel that you are very interested in helping them. So, responsiveness will be defined by the length of time when customers wait for the answer or solution. In short, responsiveness is to solve the customer problem as soon as possible by providing expecting information or replacing products. It is the willingness of the service firm's staff na tulungan yung kanilang mga customers and to bigyan sila or provide them with prompt service. Hindi yung maghihintay sila ng mahaba, di ba? Or kung may mga special request sila, kailangang mabilisan. Pag hindi yung after ng isang araw, saka lang darating yung special request. Or kung mayroon silang mga queries, kailangang masagot mo agad yung kanilang mga queries. Or kung may mga complaints sila, kailangang masolve mo agad yung mga complaints nila. Okay? So, in fact nga, di ba? Each customer pwedeng or they may have problems of his own or her own. And you as an service employee, you may have been trained or equipped to deliver standardized service wherein the customers want you to go beyond this that limit. So mag-provide kayo ng tinatawag nating extra mile service. Okay, so it is the willingness, okay? The willingness to help, the customer, or willingness to go that extra distance, that is responsiveness. Assurance. Assurance means creating trust and credibility for the customers. It depends on the employee's technical knowledge, practical communication skills, courtesy, credibility, competency, and professionalism. Therefore, these skills will help the organization to gain customer trust and credibility. Assurance is defined as the ability of the company to inspire trust and confidence in the service delivery. This dimension is considered vital for services that involve high risk, as customers may not be able to evaluate all the uncertainties involved in the process by them. The assurance dimension combines a few factors. For example, competence, courtesy, credibility, and security. Competence means having the requisite skills and knowledge. Courtesy refers to the politeness, respect, consideration, and friendliness of contact staff. Credibility is the trustworthiness, believability, and honesty of the staff. Security means freedom from danger, risk, or doubt. Let's cite an example. Let's say by simply the employee. The employee is showing respect and being polite to the customers while servicing them. Empathy. Empathy means focusing on the customers attentively to ensure caring and distinguishing service. It is an essential attitude in some countries in the world to serve every customer individually. And it's also a great process to satisfy customers psychologically and increase confidence, trust, and loyalty. The company might lose its customers due to the lack of empathy inside the employees. Therefore, they need to ensure compassion. You have to care for your customers. You have to show them that you care for them, that you are interested in serving them. And if kung mayroong nag-complain naman, di ba? You have to show them that you understand their situation. So, when service provider, di ba? Yung lagay ng sinasabi natin, you have to put yourself in their shoes or in the shoes of the customers para mas makita mo yung viewpoint ng customer na ang mas better para mas maunawaan mo kung ano yung kanilang pinagdadaanan or yung kino-complain nila. So when customers feel that the provider is making his best effort to see their viewpoint, it may be good enough for most. Additionally, empathy is a combination of the following factors: access, either physical and social. So it should be approachable and ease of contact. Communication. So it is keeping customers informed in a language they understand and listening to them. And third, understanding the customer. So you have to make an effort to get to know customers and their specific needs. For example, they are an active listener when customers are speaking and recognizing regular customers by name. Yes, okay. So when customers are speaking or they are complaining, you have to show that you are listening to them, that you understand them. Okay, so that's empathy. Dimension 5. Okay, tangibles. Tangibles represent the physical facilities, employees' appearance, equipment, machines, and the organization's information system. Tangibles, yung mga nahahawakan mo. Okay? So, it focuses on yung mga facilitating materials and physical facilities. So, the job of the tangible and physical evidence of a service is multifunctional. So, when a patient in the waiting room of a clinic, nakita niya yung certificate ng doctor, so, he becomes aware, diba? He becomes aware of the quality of service he is about to receive because of that certificate of the doctors. And what if a dental clinic? If a dental clinic provides patient with clean rubber footwear and freshly laundered bibs or coats before the actual service, the patients and their accompanying relatives or friends will be impressed. Say a dentist. A dentist dressed in a spotless white coat, sobrang linis, sobrang puti, na nakaka-impress yung kanyang kalinisan at kaputian, di ba? So, tangibles provide the customer proof of the quality of service. Say, for example, yung isang restaurant, they maintain the cleanliness of their premises, di ba? And yung mga staff nila, they follow the appropriate dress code. So, from that, malalaman mo na maganda yung kanilang service and pinapahalagan nila yung kanilang mga customers. Okay. So those are the 5 dimensions of service quality. The instruments of the ServQual model consist of 22 perceptions items. The author has used these instruments to evaluate consumers' thoughts and expectations regarding the quality of service. The developers of the ServQual model designed these 22 perceptions and 22 expectation items to set into 5 dimensions of service quality. So here they are. So this is the ServQual instrument, or the 22 scale items. Okay, so in conclusion, the ServQual model, or the service quality model, has become very popular and worldwide accepted because of increasing the customer service quality. It is a multi-dimensional research system that represents a customer satisfaction framework to satisfy customers as well as stakeholders. Okay, so that ends our lesson, and now let's proceed to the uh, to your activities. So I prepared an essay. So explain the 5 key service dimensions of the ServQual model. And then cite examples on each of the 5 service dimensions of the ServQual model. So do not copy the examples or scenarios given in your module. Okay? So you have to cite examples or scenarios on each of the 5 service dimensions of the ServQual model. Okay, so that's it. And if you still have any questions or any clarification regarding the lesson, just send uh, um, a message to our class GC, and or just PM me. Okay. So good luck to your on your activity. Thank you and have a nice day.